Since EDP was caught trying to get his cupcake. Sadly, all of my videos about that man have been deleted for the safety of my channel. But that was a huge story when it first broke. I remember the dude behind the catch named Alex Rosen was going around telling people he was going to need X amount of subscribers before he would drop the EDP upload. This is the video that
wasn't he a predator? I think he was a predator too.
And he wanted to make sure that he got his clout from that situation. Now obviously in the end he would botch the operation altogether, and sadly EDP would never face time behind bars. Now with that being said, this story did destroy his life from an economic and social standpoint, so now he kinda has to live in his own personal hell where he cannot afford the Wingstop his heart so desires.
Look at you. I ain't go touch you. Nasty.
I'm also selling my original YouTube plaque.
Now you're probably asking yourself,
bro,
well, why
he's selling his plaque? Damn, bro. Y'all got this nigga selling his plaque, bro.
Alex Rosen, who did the initial poach on EDP, has continued to basically become the modern day Chris Hansen, documenting hundreds of stings over the last couple of years, with some of these new stings even resulting in convictions, which is great to see.
The police chief here in Port St. Lucie tells me there...
He kind of look like,
Which is great to see.
I'm just here playing FIFA.
Resulting in convictions, which is great to see.
This nigga look like Mr. Beast.
Police chief here in Port St. Lucie tells me there is no question whatsoever that this accused is only off the streets because of the work of this nationwide group called Predator Poachers.
Apparently, Predator Poachers had the situation already set up. All that remains is for police to arrive and hold Case accountable.
Predator Poachers then provided us with the necessary evidence that they had collected on their behalf to effectively make an arrest.
And recently a YouTuber named Pethan came forward and made what has to be one of the worst videos I've ever seen on this platform, period, about this guy Alex. Hunting predators for clout. You guys notice how even in the title itself, he's already putting these absolutely diabolical individuals in the victim position, like they're being hunted like some sort of wild animals. Basically, Pethan spends the next 17 minutes here defending PDF files. You know, some people like JPEG, monsters use .webp, and when you think about Ethan, well, he's a PDF man. In all seriousness, he is really arguing for the rights of these absolute creeps falling for these decoy pages. Like, he sees more problem in the idea that this guy Alex is getting clout and getting paid from doing these poaches than he does the actual sickos being disgusting.
So he and his weird little cameraman are just harassing EDP and asking him a bunch of really stupid questions like, why do you do this, man? Do you know that this is bad to do? When ultimately this is all about the money that...
Bro. He's on the other side of it, right? So he's on the other side basically saying that these people that are out catching the fucking predators are wrong because they're exposing them to make them... Nigga. This nigga think he think he's so smart, bro. We know you're doing it, bro. He's doing it for money. He's not stupid. He knows exactly what's going on,
from
bro.
this video. As EDP tries to walk away because legally he can, Alex calls the police.
Bro, if you know anything about the internet is like, if you go against something that everybody is, you feel me? You're automatically gonna get views.
The first time ever with regards to this situation.
It's like you
guys,
saying,
come get this guy.
Like,
hey,
that's like everybody liking Trump and making a video saying, "Oh, I don't mess with Trump."
This guy,
you're gonna get views.
Pretended to be a little girl. Yeah, no, a little girl.
I don't mess with AMP, even though it's one of the biggest YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Why I don't mess with AMP? It's gonna get views.
So he gets extremely hung up on this point about this guy Alex Rosen playing the decoy in these situations where he's trying to lure in a predator. Like, it really pisses this dude off that he's executing that part of his job.
19 years old. I've always wanted to be a police officer. I couldn't do that in Houston, Texas, where I'm from. At 19, you got to be 21 to graduate the academy. At least that's what it was a couple years ago. I don't know now.
He doesn't want to be a cop anymore. He's having way too much fun, trying to be a little boy all day.
Well, I don't take off days. I love to work. So luckily, I think catching predators is the funnest thing somebody can do. So it really works out well for me.
So, he's so brain broken.
He should be a bounty hunter.
He doesn't take off days. He just sits inside on the internet, probably scrolling Twitter all day long, talking to on Facebook, pretending to be a minor every day. Unwell. This man is 23 years old and spends all day pretending to be a child on the internet. He said it's the funnest thing I can think of. His Twitter is @IFightForKids. Come on, dude. What the f is this? He was talking to a guy pretending to be a little girl. It's not illegal.
This is also a purposeful mispainting of his operation. Peethin is acting like this dude is texting weirdos all day by himself, when in fact he now has a whole team dedicated to acting as decoys. And even if the situation was the way that Peethin presents it, yeah, this guy Alex might be weird or looking for clout, but doesn't the net positive of catching a creep really outweigh him possibly being a little offbeat? Either way, I have to say, the part I found funniest in this entire video has to be this next moment.
So, of course, because the Predator Hunter anti-dog whistles are extremely right-wing in nature, he was also on Tim Pool's show, where I think a hunter should be.
Like, what the hell is this dude even talking about? He's saying that calling out PDF files is inherently right-wing? Like, you have to be a conservative to think those absolute immoral acts are wrong? And like most politically charged individuals out there, he does that thing where he tries to come off as morally superior when he's really just a deeply insecure snowflake. He's also the type of dude to somehow make smoking weed look stupid as well. Like, this fucker is in my nightmare blunt rotation.
Oh my god, what are you wearing, bro? What are you wearing?
Sure. And y'all know back in the day, a younger me would have ripped this guy apart for all sorts of personal reasons. But for now, I'll just attack his horrible logic and reasoning.
On the scale of, these guys don't consider anything in the metaphysical realm, to these are interdimensional demons worshiping Satan, where do your marks fall?
Well,
you see why I can't take Michael Knowles seriously. Immediately, he's like, where do you think on the scale of, like, interdimensional demons do you think these random Facebook you're catching in fucking rural Texas town? Do you think that could be alien demons?
I mean, the interviewer, if anything, is trying to possibly humanize them a bit here with some understanding of why they might be this way. But of course, Piss Boy sees this as another personal attack. I mean, if you ask me, anyone interested in violating the innocence of another person, especially a child, does not deserve to move about freely in our society.
Just yesterday in Georgia, we confronted a person who was out on bond for charges, and we just showed up at his house with no messages, no nothing. We just had a phone number associated with an app that we know.
Bro, do you know pedophiles, bro? I don't even know if I can say this on Twitch, bro. I don't know. But pedos, bro. I think drug dealers get more, like, they get more time as far as, like, consequences than pedos. Than child traffickers. Drug dealers get more time than them. Automatically. They get, like, triple, quadruple the time.
You have an app that gives
crazy.
you Predator's phone number if he uses, and then you found his address that way and then went to his house. Like, what is any of this technology? He won't name anything. He won't say what the app is called.
I mean, it was likely an app like Grindr or some other social connection platform, genius. The dude is already being tried for having a legal shell on his hard drive. You don't think they could find his address? Another thing he likes to do in this video is mention Alex Rosen's appearance over and over again, even insinuating that he is a PDF file himself based on the way he looks.
Because they think that
a little older.
Yeah, they think that I'm mature enough to have a 9-year-old daughter.
And be a too, because you look like I like adults. Guy who is definitely only into adults. Thank you for specifying.
Now come on, dude, that is the pot calling the kettle black. To me, you look a lot like those people I see when I go to downtown Austin now, and I think how much you f***ed up a once great city. Like, honestly, dude, you look like you smell like Subway and bad decisions.
So if I were to look through all of these, or would it be anything that I might be talking to you about? Shouldn't be.
He's just talking to this supposed on his recliner. He's in for tea with Grandpa. Why is he, like, being so coy? Like, oh, I'm not gonna find anything in there if I look? He's trying to play dumb and lie as if we don't have a stack of papers. What's in the stack of papers? What is the point of what he's doing other than clout?
And you guys notice how he immediately has sympathy for the person in the wrong?
He's such a bitch for posting so fucking rude about this old man after the fact. When if you watch the videos, he's talking to him like it's his literal grandpa. I don't want to have to use the texts against you. Guess I gotta read them now. You know, we all have problems like this. Can you just talk to me? The fuck is wrong with you?
You know, personally,
bro, he's just like being a hater. Like, Just being a hater, bro.
I could not give a
Literally.
how he approaches his work. He's gotten people convicted in 44 different states, so obviously he's doing something right. Above that, I think the exposure of these individuals is extremely important. Laws around protecting children
I think
are not
he knows
the
what's
best.
going on.
And so
He's
if these weirdos can at least be put on the radars of parents and communities, I think that's a really good thing. And yes, I'm sure he wants clout and money so this can continue to be his job. What a crazy fucking concept.
Hunter stuff is really gross, really exploitative of people's emotions. Like, this dude probably makes plenty of money off this shit, but he's not paying for therapy. He's not getting these guys into like a housing that's away from like anyone they could do any harm to, that has no internet.
Bro, how much money do you think this nigga get? So you think he about to pay? You think he's about to pay for some homes, some housing for these pedos to live in? What? Bro, what? Bro,
he's not doing shit.
That didn't make
and
any
he gets
sense,
called
bro.
a hero for it by hogs like Michael Knowles.
Dude, are you serious? You
That
want
didn't
him
make
to
any
pay
sense.
for the therapy for these slimy bastards?
And therapy.
To me, these type of people deserve absolutely no rights. And let's be clear that this guy Alex is doing more on the daily for the good of society than Ethan's ever done playing a political activist online. Arguing for the rights of a PDF file, acting like they deserve humanity, man, get the out of here.
You know, I think our videos, or at least the intent of them, is to leave no doubt that these people getting exposed and arrested deserve the rest of their life, if not, you know, death in prison.
So what?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I was just about to ask what his like solution is.
You mentioned they're weaker, which might be that they just haven't cultivated habits of virtue,
Right.
or it might be that they just are born with a weaker resistance to these things. Is it just because they're idiots?
Are they idiots? Yeah, I'd say a lot of them are, but you know,
Okay, Michael Knowles is a fucking idiot. Well,
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send
what kind of question is that? Are because they're stupid?
Once again, he's just riding for the freaks. I mean, he just seems so offended every time
It's
they
like,
associate a
he's rooting for anybody that's against this nigga.
negative characteristic
Really?
with these vile monsters. Like, can someone please check this dude's hard drive?
How many stings have you done?
Oh my gosh. I think close to 600 over the years.
God damn,
Wow,
dude, he
bro.
basically does nothing. He's lucked out every time he's
600
really caught someone and actually
600
gotten them
pedos, bro.
convicted. Such a grifter.
This man is
Predator poachers
dedicated.
then provided us with the necessary evidence that they had collected on their behalf to effectively make an arrest.
Now, a couple
Yes,
of people
sir.
have made videos on this, like my buddy Diesel Patches, and I guess this all made Pethan really angry. So he took to Twitter to express his frustration, where he says,
Really cute to keep making videos harassing a victim of multiple CSA for calling out the unethical and suspicious practices of a YouTuber wannabe cop. Seriously, f all of you. You're defending an actual predator, but you don't care because you want the content. You're sick. If I saw some overpaid hog YouTuber sitting for tea with the man that didn't me, I'd be sick to my stomach. All of you for inserting yourself into something.
Bro, and it
you
would
know
be a
not
nigga named Ethan doing some shit like this, bro.
Understand?
It's always you
I don't
Ethan
give a
ass
shit
niggas, man.
about
God
your
damn.
NPC talking points. You don't know what this kind of trauma is like.
Some,
You
hey,
don't
I ain't
give
gonna
a
lie,
shit
some Ethans are cool, bro. But most of them not, bro.
about
Most of them be
children
dumbasses.
or victims. I'm humiliated I even have to talk about this. Getting called a PDF file for months on end has been crippling to my mental health. F you all, and I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
oh, it looks
Who do
like
you think
Pethan
you
needs to
are,
get
bro? A super villain?
it
Like,
offline.
bro, chill
You
out,
know, it's
man.
hilarious to me that this guy wants to have opinions on the internet for a living and then cries and plays the victim when people disagree with his takes.
Exactly,
like, that
bro.
is just
Why
so
even say
pussy for a
anything?
dude who criticizes people all day for things as simple as their political affiliation or even their appearance, where you would think this guy would be like Mr. Body Positivity, but no, the second he doesn't like you, it's you, he's going to call you all kinds of terrible things. And above all of that, he is actually a sympathizer to these sickos, and to me that means he cannot really be trusted. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that this guy is actually like some sort of freak, but I don't really understand what's exactly going through his brain where he's going to defend making a video like this. Like, I really hope this is not some sort of sick self-report. But y'all let me know what you guys
This
think
just looks
about
so
Ethan
stupid,
down
bro.
below. Y'all let me know what you guys think about his little video. As always,
I think it's stupid. Great video though, bro. It's crazy.